All right. All right. All right. We're back, everyone, with a brand new track. I'm joined by my two co-hosts, Joey Six Times and Red Devil Soul. How are we doing, fellas? How are we doing? Some of us are up,
Good.
some of us are down, some of us were up in a certain time of the week, some of us were down at a certain time of the week. Yeah, some mixed reviews, some mixed emotions, but all I can say is we're back, baby. We're staying up.
We're staying up.
We're staying up. We're staying up. We're staying up. Look, there's a lot to. Yeah, there's some good wins. There's some losses. There's some,
That's what happens when you start the Brunner.
Yeah, look, we'll get into it. There's a lot to talk about. But look, how about we start with you? Work our way in. We'll start with the Everton game and then work our way into the match that happened just recently. But yeah, go into it. Let's do it. Amorim ball up and running, I should say.
Yeah, it's his first home win in the Premier League.
Mm-hmm.
Everton 4-0 at home. Pretty comfortable in the end. First 30 minutes was a bit shaky, but they had a few chances, but didn't really have a good striker.
Onana made some good saves, to be fair.
Yeah, if Calvert-Lewin was on, they might have actually done something. That better guy was terrible. He had like three chances and just smashed it over the bar, over the goal. But yeah, 4-0 after the 30th minute. Got our first goal from a good training ground set piece. Bruno floated over to Rashford, hit it on the volley. Got a little bit of deflection, but went in. 1-0. Yeah, after that was pretty cruisy. Didn't really get too many chances after that. Maybe one Calvert-Lewin at the end. But yeah, like you said, Onana with some good saves. But yeah, like I said, it was a fairly comfortable victory. We had another game this week against Arsenal. We came out 2-0 defeat.
I thought you were versing Stoke this week. Was it Stoke or Arsenal?
I'm not going to be like all my other fans.
How do they get away with that shit from corners? It's ridiculous.
Just some of the dirty little tactics they do, but
bro, they just bump the goalkeeper, stay in front of him, like push people when they're about to, like as they're just jumping.
That's a jump, yeah.
Headers, like
no one sees it.
How's it not a free kick? And if that's the case, I don't understand why we're all not doing it then. Why is everyone doing it?
That's what I was going to say. I would cast stones at him, right? But at the same, like exactly what you just said, pretty much, we can't be like, yeah, I'm bantering, calling him Stoke City a lot. I've seen a lot of people online been saying, oh, look at this dead football, whatever. But people got to remember at the end of the day, like, corners are part, and if it's effective, it works. And plus, it's not like they only get to, like you said, corners are part of the game. They're not the only team that get corners. Like you get corners as well too. So make them work.
They just
make
score
them.
They got 15 though. 15-0 to our corners.
It's crazy.
15 corners.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. So they're going into it going like, so like most teams when they're on the byline or on cutting in or whatever from the wing, their first initial thought is where's my striker or who's in the middle of the box, whatever. Whereas Arsenal is like, if no one like they might kick it up to Saka or something. Yeah, they'll kick it up to Saka towards the wing. He might see that no one's really catching up to him, so he'll smash the ball off. Whoever's defending him, but get a corner. I think Martinelli was trying to do that. I saw it like a couple of highlights.
Yeah, the second one was Rashford's fault, but
well, look,
clear it out. Ended up fucking up.
Well, look,
conceding the corner, and they got that second one. But yeah, that first half was pretty good. Not really. Like we controlled the game a little bit. I meant not really, as in the final third. We didn't really create much, but we controlled them. They didn't let them into the game. Odegaard and Saka didn't really do much. For that second half, yeah, they just came out a bit better. Like I said, we conceded a bit too many corners and they ended up scoring off 2 of them. One of them was fucked up, eh? The second one, if you've seen Party full, like flicked it back in and it hit off his back and just went in. I was like, fuck me. Typical. Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen that.
And did you see him post something about that? He just apparently posted saying like, oh, he got the inspiration of a fucking superhero. Whatever. You're just copying this celebration. Yeah, Gabriel, yeah.
That's a cap.
Superhero thing, yeah.
Yeah, that's a cap.
But yeah, we need to defend a bit better.
What superhero? What superhero does this?
He acts like we didn't all see his first 2 seasons at Arsenal. Like we've seen that.
No. What do you mean?
It's still going.
He was literally a red card merchant. Do you not like y'all really forget that? Like he was literally known. Like he was known as like, oh, he used to lose his head. Blah blah blah. Like, look, fair play. Now him and Saliba, a great pair. Yeah, they're a great partnership. They're very solid. But I'll give them that. But like, yeah, Arsenal fans seem to, a lot of people seem to forget that he wasn't this all Rolls Royce, defender that they came.
He didn't play.
Claimed to be.
He didn't even play.
Gabriel. Yeah, Gabriel. He didn't play.
He was out. No.
Oh, was he? Okay, interesting.
Yeah, he didn't play.
I thought you were talking about Jesus.
No, I was talking about Gabriel.
Yeah, no, he didn't even play.
Oh,
he was injured. But yeah,
interesting.
Like I said, everyone needs to defend him a bit better. They got 15 eventually. They were going to score one of them. So we did a bit good defending if you think about 15 corners and they got 2. But in the end of the day, we need to create a little bit more chances. We didn't really do much in that second half. It's still early in the process. It's still like his 4th game. You can sort of see how he's trying to play. But you could see he was down after we conceded that second goal. If you've seen before the game, before pre-match, we actually were like doing set piece drills from corners. So he already knew that the threat was coming from the corners, and we still couldn't defend it.
I feel like what teams need to do is they need to
mark. Or just grab them a little bit, like you said, do their tactics.
Yeah, but it's going to come to Gabriel most of the time, especially if he's on the pitch.
Oh man, I went to.
So you just need to trap him, and you need to put someone in between the keeper and their player. You need to watch Ben White, because Ben White's usually the guy who bumps the keeper or blocks the keeper.
I disagree with the keep someone on Gabriel part, just because we tried to do that, and admittedly he's slippery. He can get quick free. You know what I mean. Look, maybe if you put Virgil, 2 or whatever on him,
Van Dijk's good in the air as well. But Van Dijk should have scored a hat-trick against you guys. You guys are terrible at the moment at defending corners. Yeah,
well, look, we're talking about Arsenal at the moment. Like, you know what I mean? We're just saying I'm just saying what Gabriel can do. You know what I mean? Like he's. But okay, we'll get into that part.
Oh fuck! But yeah, no. End of the day, we usually lose away to Arsenal lately, the last few years. So I wasn't expecting much. Still early. Got a lot of tough games in December, so it's going to be a big test coming up. I think we got 3 or 4 big 6 away games coming up in the next 6 or 7 games or something. So we got a big test coming up this month. We just got to hope we can collect some points, especially in them away matches. And yeah, see how the progress goes, really. That's all I can say.
Big match next, although you got a match this week, but big match next week for sure.
I don't even know who we're playing this week, next actually. Week? I haven't even checked.
Oh, okay.
Next week's playing City, eh? Oh, yes?
Yeah,
Big game.
we are versing City.
I think it's.
But-
I think is that Old Trafford? Can't remember. Or is
No,
that
it's
ground?
at yours. So I said
Okay.
away games. We got a lot of away games coming up.
Okay. That should be good.
Um,
But yeah, we
got-
weekends games this week, and then next week there's games on.
yeah, we got Nottingham Forest this week.
What a shit game that would be. We got some salty Green Bay Packers fans in the chat room, so excuse them. But anyway.
Lions.
Anyways.
Yeah, no, look, I would come here and give you some shit. I mean, I can give you some shit, like, yeah. You lost the game, but like it's still early days. You know what I mean? Like we said, like he didn't get carved up, admittedly. Like, yeah, I think, like I said, I actually watched a bit of the second half because like I switched over after the City game, switched over to the United game and just watched most of it. And to be fair, they didn't look like they were carving you up or anything. It was just like, yeah, they got a couple of chances. And then to be honest, you could have scored. There was a chance where you could have scored towards the end as well.
Right
and got one back. Yeah, got one back and probably made a game out of it.
Even Brian made a mad save against Delit.
Yes, that's right. So yeah, to be honest, any other day if he's actually got those chances in, maybe we'd be talking about a comeback at the Emirates.
We controlled them in their first half. First half as well, they didn't really do much. Like I said, we just didn't create enough.
We'll talk more on Amorim coming, these following weeks because look, like you said, there's a big test next week. Test this week as well. Yeah, big month as well. So there'll be a very big test for him.
I still think it's very early to judge him, especially based on.
It's not as
two games,
really.
Two games in the league.
Let's just
throw him into the mixer.
He's still
doing well.
You can see
so far.
System.
Well, that's what I was about to say. You can see he's trying different things with different players.
Yeah, we're rotating a lot, eh? Like every game, there's different players.
I do think he's better. He's better than I do think he's better than Ten Hag.
Yeah, you can tell we have a lot better shape.
A bit more.
The shape in the game, the way that we're playing is a lot better.
He's been more creative as well. I reckon already he's shown that by just playing players in different positions and
You know what? I'll even argue to say, like, honestly, not fully, but he's given you a little bit of an identity. You know what I mean? Like, we know, like, how Man United want to set up now. You know what I mean? Like, I know it's still early days, but, like, you could see what he's trying to do with, like, where it was with Ten Hag. You didn't know what he was doing every week in, week out. You know what I mean? It was like, what's he doing this week? You know what I mean?
The first three games, he played with, like, attacking wide player one side and then, like, a defender on the other side. But this game, because obviously away at Arsenal, he actually played two defenders on the wide. So probably because he knew that we were going to be defending a bit more. But like I said, it was a bit different in that first half. But yeah, the identity's looking good so far. You can see what we're trying to do. But you can see they're still stuffing up the passes, like where they should be running. But that'll come with time. We just need to keep going on the training pitch, really.
I still do feel like he needs some results in the next games, though, because I feel like, say, if he's
we need to collect some points in them away games.
Say, like you said, you played at how many of the big six? 4, and the next
4, I think, yeah. Because we're coming up to use at this early January.
If you lose them 4, and then you lose like another 1 or 2 of them games.
This one was one of them. Sorry.
We know what the Premier League's like, man. Anyone loses them now games at Man United.
We're already back to
will be under pressure.
11th, I think. So if we keep losing, we'll be dropping a lot of points, get back to like 15th. So we can get past these run of games. We should have a little bit easier break at the end, hopefully. And then hopefully by then, everyone should be knowing what they're doing by then. Like everyone's playing properly, like Amorim ball properly. So hopefully we get a good run at the end of the year and make top half, really. Like I said, my goal this year was really Europa League. It's how we're probably going to make Champions League. So we just need to keep going the Europa League early, one game at a time.
Bigger fish to fry, one game at a time. But yeah. No, look, we'll see how we go. Like you said,
realistically, that's our only way getting. I know we're like, 6-7 points off yous, but we're not catching yous. Like, we're not better than Liverpool, yous, Chelsea, Arsenal. I'd say Tottenham, but that's shit. That's shit as well.
Tottenham and they're in their own league. They literally are in
their own
league. Everyone's doing, everyone's fighting for for whatever they got to do, but Tottenham are just doing their own thing.
Brighton, Nottingham Forest is really the surprises. So
yeah,
I reckon we could probably catch them, but we're not making top four. I don't think.
I think Forest little runnings over.
Drop off a bit. I think they've really lost 2 or 3 games on the bounce.
Yeah, two definitely, potentially 3.
Well, yeah, hopefully 3.
Look, at the end of the day, Forest at home, it's hard. Some people can do it, some people can't. So you got to give them some respect at the end of the day. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
We got them at our home this week.
Really?
Yeah, we got to pull up.
Well, look, beat them at home, all right, and then come talk to me. Let's
a tough game.
How about we move? Well, look, we'll see how we go. It's going to be a tough month. It's going to be a testful month for Amorim Ball, but we'll see, and for United. So we'll see how we go. But yeah, it should be a good couple of weeks coming forward. But we'll move on to the next couple. We'll move on to the next games that happen during the week. We'll start off with the big game from last week. Even though I don't really want to talk about it, I don't think anyone else wants to talk about it. But we'll get it over and done with, I guess. We'll start with the home team. The person that's the weird guy in the white shirt that's dancing, eats weird. I don't know what's he doing. I don't know.
I don't know what Pep was doing.
Start it up.
Yeah,
he was chilling.
That's how many Champions Leagues we have, Pep. That's true. Yeah, really. Should have been more, definitely. We let you off massively, I feel, in terms of the scoreline. Like I said, I think before the podcast, Van Dijk could have had. He should have scored at least 1 or 2 of them headers. Salah shouldn't have put that one over the bar. So there's at least 4-0. That it should have been at least 4-0, really, in reality. But I watched the game, so the scoreline is one thing, but the way we played as well was just very good to see. Obviously, I know City not at full strength and they're in a little rut, but still, I expected them to turn up a bit more than they did, to be honest.
Are you done or
yeah, no, and just what I do feel like he's missing this year. I feel like the sale of Alvarez. So you got Haaland at the moment. Haaland's great if he gets the service in the box on the end of things. When he's not getting that service, it kind of was at times like he didn't have an outlet going forward at times. Like he didn't have someone to connect some of the play in the middle. And I feel like if he's had Alvarez in that game instead of Haaland up front, it would have been a bit different because he did have a bit of possession, but just nothing was getting, he didn't have De Bruyne on really. So the service wasn't pinpoint delivery, you know what I mean? And
this was the difference in this game. When you had the possession, you fucking did something with it. When we had the possession,
we went to the lines.
Yeah, that's why you went for the line, went for the throat, went for the kill. I'm telling you right now, every time I watch you get the ball, I had my heart in my throat. I was like, what the fuck? They keep attacking and carving us up too easily. When you had the ball, you went forward, you went for it. when we had the ball. I remember in the second half, we had this, I think we had a stint of possession where it was 20, 30 minutes where it looked like we were like, normal City again.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right,
it was like
we're actually playing okay.
Yeah.
I was like,
72% possession or something for you guys.
Yeah. I was like, all right, are we actually doing okay? But then I realized, like, no, we're not doing anything with it. You could see we were getting the ball, we're getting it to the byline and then passing it back. Or,
and to be fair,
giving it to defenders to pass it.
I've seen that Liverpool have done that a bit this year. We kind of draw a bit of pressure onto us, and then we hit the long balls. And they've obviously got Salah on the last.
You know what you did? I noticed. I saw what you did, bro, and I was like, I was like, fuck, all right, fair play to Arnie for what he did. So when you gave us that position, like I saw it, it was like because he saw it. I think he saw it as well. He saw that we weren't doing anything with the ball. So because you were pressing you press through that full first half, you pressed in the first 10 minutes of the second half, blah, blah. Yeah. So he was like, let them have the ball. Let them do what they got to do. And he was confident enough, like, all right, yeah, like you said, he was confident enough, like, you just long ball it, smash it up, let some pressure off you, and we'll get the ball back and we'll know we'll score. And then that's exactly what they did. Put the pressure on us, pressed us in the middle. And then I can't remember who was it. I think it was Gundogan. Someone lost the ball in the middle. Who was it? Was it Diaz? Gets away with it, runs away, passes it. The penalty goal. The one gets it through. Yeah. Boom. Just like that. And it was literally, it was like you set us in a trap. And like I said, it was very frustrating. We did nothing with the ball going forward. Look, De Bruyne, when he came on in Doku, like they gave us a bit of a spark of life, admittedly. But yeah, no, look. Yeah, okay, we're depleted, whatever. But yeah, I can't even say we even like had a chance, you know what I mean? Besides that De Bruyne chance towards the end where it was a mistake as well. We didn't even create. We did not. I feel like the plan, what the plan was with Pep was, look, go into this game, try to contain it, maybe even go into the half 1-0 down and then try to maybe get something out of it. Because look, there's been lesser teams that have gone to Anfield and done that same tactic and got something out of it. So I thought maybe that's what he was trying to do. But it didn't work out. Like I said, even when we had the ball, the thing is when you have the ball, that's when you're supposed to do something. You know what I mean? But we did nothing with it. And effectively, it cost us the game. You know what I mean? Like, Liverpool. But the only saving grace I can take from that is, like you said, it should have been 4 or 5, and it wasn't. Yeah. That's the only thing I can go from that game and go to myself, because it wasn't a nice display. It wasn't really a thing. But all I can say to myself is, coming from that game, from a City's perspective, all I can say is like, well, we went in there with a depleted squad and we only lost 2-0. At least that's, it's not the end of the world. You know what I mean? But yeah, no, look, it was a humbling moment for Manchester City, and I think we needed that as well. You know what I mean? Like, of course, we've lost a lot of games and whatever, but we needed that kick in the ass. You know what I mean?
Older players, like a lot of the players there who have, been battling with Liverpool over the years, and generally years come out on top a lot of the time. And I don't think City, maybe going back maybe 5 years or 6 years, was the last time like we humbled just like that. And like in the Champions League, that time we did.
I was going to say the last time you did something like that, because every time it's been, even when you like score, like I remember one time there was a time where you was like 4-0 up in the first half. Remember that game? And then I was like, ended up 4-3. I was like, oh my God, because we came back and we actually went for it. This game we didn't go, like you said, we didn't go for it. We didn't do anything with it. I know the big thing. Then the big takeaway from that, I feel like that, like you said, we needed that little bit of a kick in the ass. The older players maybe thought to ourselves, all right, this might really spark something that we needed. You know what I mean? Because like you said, the amount of times we've versed Liverpool before down the years, but it showed, to be honest. Like going into the next fixtures, like it was it was a completely different City team to the one that I saw on the weekend or the prior week. You know what I mean? The one against Liverpool. But yeah, look. Am I heard about it? Of course, like it's one of our main rivals. Got a lot of family and friends are Liverpool fans, so My brother sent me these messages and shit. Hasn't been able to do that for 4 years, and all of a sudden he's sending me shushy messages and stuff. So look, at the end of the day, it hurts. But like I said, I'm not going to completely be deterred from it because, hey, look, at the end of the day, people saying crisis this, crisis that, but hey, we're only 7-8 points off at the end of the day. So, things, another drop points, and then things can be back to a normal race again. So who knows? But yeah, look, it's not the end of the world. We just got to stay on your coattails. As long as we stay on your coattails.
Are you talking about the
as long as we stay on
Newcastle?
We
did drop points at Newcastle.
Yeah.
So have you, so have Arsenal, so have Chelsea.
Yeah, no, look, that's what I'm saying. I'm just trying to say that, like, it's still open. Like, you'd think, like, with all this crisis, all this thing that's happened in these past few weeks, you'd think, like, yeah, it's over and done with. But like you said, it's only 8 and 7 points. That's the gap. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's not something that it can be achievable. That's what I'm trying to get at. You know what I mean?
It's 9 points.
For us, it's 9. For Arsenal, it's 8, isn't it?
Oh,
yeah.
What was
that's what I'm trying to say.
Crisis? What, they had 1 or 2 players injured? They called it a crisis.
I didn't even know they were in a crisis. If they were, it's news to me. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
no,
I knew they were getting
games.
Yeah. I mean, look, if they're losing, Arsenal fan, if they're losing, they're either in a crisis or it's the, Michael Oliver or whatever referee or something. They'll go on with that. But I don't know. But no, look, at the end of the day, it was, look, fair play to Liverpool. They won at the end of the day, but it ain't over till it ain't over. All right. So that's all I can say. We move on.
We move on,
We move on to your win. Your win finally. You finally got a win.
Yeah, we're staying up.
They're back.
I saw something funny. In one of the city forums that I read, one of the guys was like, after Liverpool game, they're like, "Boys, at this point, we're gonna get relegated, and it has nothing to do with the charges." When I saw when I see that, I pissed myself off. But yeah, now look, hey, big win, finally, big win, much needed win for City.
The game changer.
Big. Look, De Bruyne had a great game. Doku had a masterclass of a game as well.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, look, he played very well. And Grealish, in the 10, he played excellent, man. Like, bro, I think even you've been saying to me, like, get Grealish in. Why aren't you playing Grealish? And look,
that was
this actually. Oh, well, one of you. Sorry, one of you. Yeah, one of you was saying talking about Grealish, but yeah, bro, he played him in the 10 for actually, this is the first time I've actually ever seen him
like Aston Villa.
Yeah, well, he played pretty much in the similar role that he was playing in Aston Villa. Actually, a bit more defensive, just because, you know what I mean? Like, De Bruyne was more of the actual 10 role. But it was De Bruyne, Grealish, and then Gundo. Like, that was our midfield three, which I don't know why he didn't do that in the Liverpool game. But
I didn't actually check your game, man, because all our games were
I feel like,
on at the same time.
I suppose Bernardo Silva was not much better defensively than Grealish.
I was watching Liverpool my game.
Yeah, of course. But no, I was just saying, like, it was just good to see something like he switched it up. You know what I mean? Like, I know a bit too late, but a bit too late. But like at the end, it was good. It was good, a little refresher. It was good to see De Bruyne back to his usual self as well. I think he played the full 90 as well. Correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe he got taken off towards the end, but I'm 100% sure he played the full 90. So it's good to get him back and up and running again. It was a great performance. Look, there was a bit of a slip up. I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't all rosy. Chris Wood could have easily made it 1-1.
That's wasn't that like last year, the year before, when he had 2 chances against you and he fucked up?
Last season.
Coincidentally, he's a City fan.
He's a City fan.
Yeah, bro. He's a massive City fan.
Yeah,
bro, he could have.
You know what's funny? Do you know what's funny about you lot? He was a City fan when he does this stuff, but seasons before that, he scored against us. Actually helped Arsenal to when whatever. But no one mentions the City fan part. But when he misses, all of a sudden he's a City fan.
That one.
But no, it wasn't awful miss. I'll admit. No, it was really bad. Like he did it all himself
Sliced it
too.
a
He
bit
got
too
the ball.
much.
He got the
Sliced it
ball.
in
Won
their
it.
post.
He wanted. Yeah, he wanted it in the midfield. Took it away. I was like, where the fuck did this pace come from? And you saw it. It was 1-on-1 with the keeper. And fair play to Edison. Not Edison. Sorry. Ortega. It was Ortega. He was in the box. He made himself big on, like, you know, towards he's got like the near post, and then for some reason Chris would try to go that side where where Ortega was, and missed it completely. But look, at the end of the day, it wasn't all rosy. But what I can take from that is their chances, the only ones that they did really have was from our mistakes or from our, like, we gave it away in the midfield and then they got something out of it. And that's what happens when teams do score against us. That's what happens. And that's all right. That's kind of normal. Before that, prior to that, we were getting carved up on the normal basis. All right, yeah, Liverpool might have done it, but then Tottenham did it. Then Bournemouth did it. You know what I mean? And Sporting did it. Like, it became normal. Whereas this time it was like, all right, they got these chances, but it was like from our own doing. You get what I'm trying to say? So it wasn't like, that's why I was like, all right, yeah, we want to eliminate mistakes, but at least it was just mistakes that caused these chances to happen. So yeah, good win at the end of the day. Like, banter aside, actually puts us back into, like, you know, just not, I wouldn't say like, to be honest, I still think it's between Arsenal, you guys, and Chelsea. And I'm not even bantering a little bit of Chelsea as well. Until I can see us put a run together, then I'll say, all right, we're back into it. But it just opens everything up again. You know what I mean? Like, we just needed that win. We need to get things backing up and going again. And yeah, we move on. That's all we have to do. We just have to keep moving on. We got big games coming up as well. We got Crystal Palace away. That's going to be a hard one. I know, one of your main rivals, Sol. We'll get that win for you, brother. And then, the big derby coming up.
And then you're going to lose.
Get this out. We're gonna beat using corners, all right? We're gonna steal Arsenal's tactic. We're gonna come in and get those headed goals in. But nah, that should be a good one. Maybe we'll be doing a live stream for that one for sure. How much probable would you say that the current top four will be like in the final table? So the top four at the moment is Liverpool. What is it? Liverpool, Man City. No, we're not even. Are we in top four? Can't remember. So it's Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea, and I think it may be us. I could be wrong. Or did Brighton win? Did Brighton win their game or no? You're muted, by the way.
Brighton drew.
So are we fourth? I'm pretty sure. I'm assuming we're fourth. I could be wrong, but if that's the case, we'd probably top four. I could, probably that would. Yeah, that would probably be Brighton lost. Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah, no. Oh, Brighton did lose.
Oh, there we go then. Yeah, for me, that would probably be the top four coming towards the end of the season. In what particular order, I'm not going to say. But it would be Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea, and then City. What about you? Do you think that would be the top four until the final season, or some changes could happen coming towards the end?
I see. I do think that they will be the top four. I don't think it'll be. I do think City will probably end up third. I feel like
look, if
Chelsea will end up fourth. I don't think Chelsea. Like, I know they're in a good run of form at the moment, but they will stumble.
Well, Chelsea haven't proved it in the big games yet. They've done well against every other team, which is fine, and that's what you're supposed to do. You play who you verse. But I think every big test they've come up against thus far, they haven't really. Yeah, they've lost or they drew. Correct me if I'm wrong, but no. So we'll see what happens with Chelsea.
They drew against us.
Yeah, drew against you, lost against us, lost to Liverpool. So it should be interesting. Nick was asking the questions. Do you think this current top four will stay like this till the end of the season? Me and Joey both agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it will.
Yeah, same.
I said I don't think we're making top four.
I definitely do think that
Newcastle's losing too much
from competing, but
what's that? Sorry.
I do think like if Chelsea continue, improving.
Man, I said, we called it from week. We called it from week one, bro. We all called it from week one. Like I said to you, when I watched that game, they spent a lot of money. Bro, if any other team, of any of us three here, spent $1 billion in 2 seasons and did what Chelsea did, would be scrutinized for the whole football world would scrutinize till end of times. But they've spent a lot. They've done. Yeah, they've spent a lot. They've done a lot.
Abramovich first came in.
Yeah, but not to the. But it's weird. They spent less than and got more success, whereas they've spent so much more and pretty much came out with nothing. You know what I mean? Like they haven't
the equivalent back then of what it would work out to be now in terms of like. Back then, like 20 million for a player was like 20 million for a player back then was like 50, like at least 75 million now. Like that's what it would.
Yeah.
The players you'll get for 25. I think we bought Fernando Torres for like 20 million.
Like I get inflation and stuff, but I just feel like in lump sums they've spent more. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like I just feel like in this Chelsea's era,
probably, to be honest.
Yeah. But yeah, no, look, they're definitely not. Well, I'd say, would you call them a dark horse? Would you say they're a dark horse? I'd claim they're a dark horse.
In
a title race.
Definitely in the title race. If you're going off their recent history,
I'd say after January where they are.
Yeah.
Like
I said that. I don't think the wheels
in particular
will fall off a little bit at some point.
Yeah, well, like I said, they haven't shown up in the big games yet. They need to show up in those big games for me to be like, all right, I'll take these a bit more serious. You know what I mean? But they're not. Hey, by all means, they're doing what they got to do, and they're scoring the goals. You know what I mean?
Get points.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. They're scoring and like they're running up the score as well. So
that's done with Cole Palmer this year. That's for sure.
What Mo could have done Cole Palmer last season and this year. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
He was a bit like I said, but. You mentioned with Alvarez.
That's one of Pep's rare misjudgments. That one as well.
No, he's had a few stinkers to be fair, but like we've usually come away with winning something because whatever he played, played a system, whatever. But this season, cause it's highlighted because of our form. You know what I mean? Like for sure. But you could have even said that last season. You could have been like, "What the fuck? Why'd you get rid of Cole Palmer?" You know what I mean?
I did.
Especially the way he was playing. Yeah. Mahrez, Alvarez, you know what I mean? But look, we'll see. We're going way back now. Calm down.
But still, I want to get rid of him. He's good.
I love.
He wanted to leave.
Yeah. Well, we'll finish off. Yeah, Liverpool, Newcastle. That was a good game as well. Actually, probably gave it. Probably my game. Game of the week.
The neutral, terrible if you were a fan of either one.
Yeah, that's it.
So, like first half, they were all over us, man. If you asked me at the first half, would I take a draw? I probably would have said yes. Towards the end of the game, I was pretty upset because obviously we had the lead after trailing twice. And I just thought, you know what, we're gonna the way we've been lately with being able to shut games out, hold on to the ball, not concede chances. I thought, we're gonna grind this out definitely. Look, I'm not gonna blame Kelleher. Like for the last goal, I'm definitely gonna blame him. I know he's been great lately, but I do think the first goal, he should have saved that. That was way too far out. It wasn't in the corners. Yes, it was a good hit, but I do feel like Allison saves those every time. So if you want to take the gloves off him, that's something you need to be saving. Even the second one, he got a glove to it. It didn't seem like an overly powerful shot. I know it's from pretty close, but he got a hand to it. So perhaps could have done better there as well. And the third one, like at that stage of the match, 3-2, he's need the 3 points.
The second one's a bit harsh, but I definitely agree with the third one. The third one was, he should.
The third one grabbed the ball, waste some time.
Grab it, punch it, just get it out of there, like reset. Like, don't. Like, obvious, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he just
Obviously,
didn't see the guy.
he's just instinctually gone, yeah, that's going out. And, like,
Why
did
someone not call to him, go like, hey, there's Fabian Schär back there or whatever?
Call to him, bro? Because the guy comes out, jumps for it, puts his hand up, and at the last second, by the time you go, back, the ball's already in.
Yeah, but like, when like, for example, you're a player, you know what I mean? Like, if there's a set piece, you're looking out, like, the defenders.
Yeah, I think you
know what I mean? Like,
you probably are, but at the same time, yeah, he should have seen it, and I think everyone's probably assumed he's seen it because that's why he's come out to go grab the ball. And so everyone's like, oh, he's got this covered. We don't need to call him. He's got it. And then last second, he pulls his hand away. You're like, by the time you say something, old mate's already slid in.
It's already, yeah.
Rolled it off. Like, yeah, just don't, like, can't say too much. Obviously, on the day, I was very angry. But, after having a few days to calm down over the result, it's not the worst thing in the world. St. James Park is not an easy place to go. Newcastle was fired up definitely for that game.
Man, they were coming at you. That's at the end of the second half.
Fair play to Newcastle. They are a tough team to play.
Every team in the top 4 currently has dropped points there. So,
they don't make it easy. They don't make it easy for you.
No.
Bro,
and like,
Anthony Gordon cutting in, bro. Isak. Oh my god! Honestly, I think
Anthony
like
Gordon,
I'm not even trying to praise him.
He's just like, bro, he's just electric, man. Like Isaac.
No, Isak.
Isak, great player. Yeah. Even their midfield, man, Guimaraes and Tonali, when them two are on.
Yeah,
like, they both got the fight in them as well.
Yeah, I'd argue that probably one of the, like, I'm a bit of an overshot here, but I reckon Anthony Gordon, that little cut in he does, honestly, I think he's probably one of the best in the world at doing that. He does it because he keeps the ball so really close to his feet.
Yeah,
and it's really fast. It's like boom, quick, keeps like great control, and then he's got a decent shot on him as well. Just boom, like the amount of times I've seen him like do that against like Kyle Walker, like, and good left backs, good right backs. You know what I mean? Like he gives you a hard time. Like I'll give him prop.
He was cooking, man. He was.
No, he shows up in these big games.
Was cooking really. Salah again, but like even like his second goal was great. Even the first goal though, like little glance, like finish with his right foot. It was just good to see. Honestly, though, the ref, man. I don't know if you've seen the whole Diaz penalty shout. Like, to me, and even the commentators, like, oh, he's not pulling him. Like, I'm watching the game, man, and the guy's pulling on his shirt inside the box. Then the commentator proceeds to say, but he can't give a penalty because the initial contact happened outside the box. But then, if I rewind 2 weeks ago with Andy Robertson, the same commentator said, but it's a penalty because the contact continued into the box. So make your fucking mind up, because you've said 2 different things in 2 weeks. Don't know what commentator you were, but you're a Gronk. That's what you are.
Beefing with commentators now. We love to see
commentators, refs. I don't know. I just felt like every foul we done was just like given, like, for like 10 or 15 minutes, he yellow carded like 3 players early on as well. And then Newcastle done the same thing, pulling from behind, just a free kick. Like, I don't know.
I didn't see, to be honest, I didn't see much online about the referee controversy. The only thing I actually did see was more from Newcastle fans claiming that he ruined their chance towards the end. And they had a breakaway.
Right? So, they had a break. So this is what happened. So the 95 minutes of added time I was on. We're down Newcastle's end. Their keeper gets the ball. Holds on to it, throws it. The clock is at 95 minutes and 5 seconds.
Yeah, it was over.
and they get the ball, and he blows the whistle. There's 5 minutes of added time, boys, and it's been 5 seconds past 5 minutes. The ball's been thrown by a keeper, kicked by a keeper. Everyone knows if a keeper kicks it and extra time's up,
it should have been over.
The extra time's up, that's it. The game's over. You know what I mean? Like that's when
I don't know what they were complaining about.
Like if they were
the game should have been over,
and they put a through ball, and they're about to go one-on-one with the keeper, yeah. But the guy got the ball in his own half, and the ref blew the whistle.
No complaining. The ref's just like.
So what, you want the ref to just add time on? Just because
he might even though I don't like the game should have been over.
Well, I don't understand what the problem is or how you can think that's an issue.
I'm just saying.
Time, I don't understand, but it was like 5 or 6 seconds past. Anyway, good game.
I was just saying.
Yeah, like did drop 2 points, but it just shows you the level that we've got to this year, and the expectations from everyone now, not just us. Liverpool dropped points. We drew at Newcastle's home ground. A lot of teams this year are going to go down and lose points. The top 4, all of them already have. I believe Spurs have lost there. There's a fair few teams, not just us.
We said. I mean, I think when we did our predictions this week, I did predict a draw, and I wasn't even like trying to banter or anything because I knew Newcastle are a hard team to play. You know what I mean? Like they don't make, even if you're going to lose, they're not going to make it easy for you to lose. You know what I mean? Like they,
like missing Kanate as well. That's like not heard as drastically, but like there's a couple moments. It's like I feel like if Kanate was on the pitch, Anthony Gordon would have been a bit more quieter because he shifts over to the right. So he shifts over and usually takes on the left winger a bit more, especially when Trent's playing. I still don't know why Trent didn't start the game. Obviously, probably trying to rest him for the Everton game. Probably expecting a bit of a low block, so we're going to want some creative players on the field. But if he's fit, play him, man, because you've seen as soon as he come on, set up Salah for a goal like 2 minutes later. So his quality's there, and
he set up both. You need it. He set up both of them, didn't he? He set up both of them.
Yeah, wasn't it both?
Yeah, he did both of them.
Yeah. I can't remember.
I can't remember the exact assist for the second one.
Because that last one, you were pressing them at the edge of the box, and someone did that mad little flick to him. Whoever that was, someone flicked it to him, and it was like coming in from them.
I don't think that was Salah. I think Trent played that ball through to the person who done the flick, though. That's what I can remember. I'm pretty sure because I do remember Trent got the ball on the right-hand side, and there was 2 of them, and he split them right through to someone on the edge of the box. Yeah. So still his creative action sparked the move. The good old pre-assist, we'll say. Classic pre-assist. Next up, Everton. Look, going to be a difficult game, that one.
Everton's last home I think it's their last home. Is it the home game?
Yeah, is it their last?
Yeah. So it will be their last home game at Goodison Park. You know what I mean? They're gonna turn up. They're gonna turn up.
Oh no, bro, they turn up every time. Then, like,
look,
it's a derby.
The thing is, as well.
The thing is, and this is what I'll say. This is what I want us to do.
No, look, they're gonna come out blazing, man. You know what I mean? And they actually got a good win this week. They got a big win this week as well against Wolves. Was it 4-0 or something? They got their revenge.
We just slapped them 4-0.
Yeah, they do. They always show up against us, man. I know definitely not. It's going to be a hard game, 100%. I think I was saying to my dad a couple of weeks ago. He was talking about the Madrid game and the City game, and I said I'm more worried about the Everton game for some reason. They just, if we don't get dragged into the derby and we just play our game, we'll win comfortably, because we are a much better footballing team than they are. We play a much better football. We've got much better individuals in the team. We're a much better club. We're a bigger club. We don't thrive off stopping someone winning the title. That's not what we want to achieve as a club in a season. We want to win the titles. The level of expectations between the two sets of fans are completely opposite ends of the spectrum. But they will try and show up and throw a spanner in the works. I do feel like it will be interesting because
there's some bad blood coming from last season, isn't there? Don't lie.
Yeah, it's not the first season they've done something like that either, man. They've done it to us a couple of times. They have, and it's a worrying game. But the one thing I think that's going to be a bit different in this game is, as good as Klopp was, he had he did switch things up tactically at times, bring on different players who'd done different roles per se, but I don't think it was as tactical as Slot is. So I do feel like in previous times we've played Everton, they've had one style of long ball, this and that, and we just haven't been able to control it, and it's been pestered the whole game. Whereas I feel like now we suss out what they're doing. When he makes a few changes, we kind of control that threat. Bang, they might come up with another threat, another avenue. Bang, after after we see what's going on, he addresses the situation pretty quickly. Whereas Klopp was more just fire with fire. We'll see if he can outscore us type scenario. So yeah, I do think we'll win. We better win. You know what would be really good? To humble them in their last derby at home. And I feel like that's what's going to happen. If we get an early goal, we need an early goal, and we need them to come out of the trap. If we get an early goal, first 10, 15 minutes, they have to come out. If they come out of their own half and try and play football, they'll get killed.
Well, look, it should be a good game. I might as well get the predictions in now, I guess. Might as well do it now.
3-1 Liverpool.
3-1 Liverpool. Park. Last game for them. You know what? 1-0. 1-0 Everton.
You're crazy.
I don't know. Last game, Goodison Park, man.
Nah.
They have to show up. They have to.
I got 2-1. 2-1 Liverpool.
Liverpool.
All right. Let's get into it then. Aston Villa versus.
Before we move, Nick just quickly asked, have you guys seen the World Cup?
Oh no, I haven't.
I haven't actually. I saw a little bit because we're in it. I saw a little bit of it, but to be, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not interested at all.
Boycotting.
Not even boycotting. Just like, bro, we play this many games already, and now they're trying to add more games. You know what I mean? Yeah. To a dead cup. We're cool. We got the gold badge. Like. Look, if it turns out to be an interesting tournament, then maybe I'll start getting into it. But again, we don't need more. That's what I'm trying to think. It's just going to be a glorified friendly.
The Carling Cup of the European competition. You know what I mean?
The club Carling Cup. But no, I actually haven't seen anything.
Tottenham should feel.
No, they'll lose. No, they'll beat all the big teams and then lose to like some South American team or something like that. It's the point that Liverpool and Barca are not playing. Yeah, look, again, I don't even know how it works, to be honest, because we're in it, but we didn't even win it. We weren't even in it last. Well, we weren't even in it last season because obviously Real Madrid and whoever won it last season. But we're in it because we were the last winners of the competition because they had a hiatus last season or some bullshit like that. So I don't actually understand how it works. I don't know how the other teams are in it. Again, I just couldn't care less. We'll see what happens. Whatever. It'll be glorified friendlies. Who knows? Maybe Rodri might be back by then. So, all right, we'll move on. Let's do the predictions. So I'll take it away.
All right, let's get it. Aston Villa versus Southampton. 3-0.
3-0.
3-0. Is that what you
Villa
said, Joey?
3-1.
I'll go 3-0 Villa.
They had a big win, Villa, this week. And I don't know if you got Nick's other score. He said 3-2 Liverpool.
Yeah, I got it.
Oh, perfect.
What'd you say, Joey?
3-0.
You say
Couple of
Banks?
3-0s. I said 3-1.
3-1.
Villa.
Brentford versus Newcastle. Brentford. What did they do last week?
They beat
Aston Villa.
2-1 Newcastle.
Sorry?
2-2.
2-1 Newcastle.
2-2.
2-1. Yeah, I'll go 3-1 Newcastle. Crystal Palace versus Man City, Banks. You're up.
Is it away?
Yeah, Crystal Palace at home.
Yeah, Crystal Palace. I'll take a 2-0, honestly. If we can just go out there, get a 2-0, I'll be happy. It's going 2-0 as well.
Yeah. 2-0.
Fuck. I'll go 2-1 City. Hold up.
You're good. Bloody Crystal Palace. You did have a hard time there, like in the last previous seasons, but Selhurst Park ain't easy. You know what I mean? Yeah.
The beanie's off that. I was getting too hot. Fuck.
All right. I was gonna say, how you even got a beanie on? It's killing me.
Bro, it's so hot. I'm fucking getting heaps sweaty. Wait. Yeah, wait.
Let's see that hairline, brother.
I'll go.
Did not put him on the spot like that.
It's my hairline's fine.
I was gonna say the three lads have got some good hair. You know, we might be hitting our 30s and 40s, but we've got a decent hairline, all of us here.
40s.
You know what I mean?
Who's 40?
I'm not fucking 40, can't.
Oh, you mean 20? Yeah.
I'll say, 2-1. I'll go 2-1 City.
2-1.
United versus Nottingham Forest. Yeah, fuck. I don't know how we're going to go. Another home game, so I'm hoping for a win.
3-1 United.
I'll go 2-1 United. I'll go 2-1. Yeah.
2-2.
What's Nick got? Nico?
He hasn't put it down yet, but I'll put it up. Oh, there we go. 2-1 United.
Fulham versus Arsenal.
Arsenal.
2-0. 2-1 Arsenal. 2-1 Arsenal.
We just both go 2-1.
3-1.
You said 3-1.
Yeah. Come
I
on.
go 2-0 Arsenal.
2-0.
Fulham might pull up, but no.
Well, they surprisingly do against Arsenal. I think.
Yeah, I know.
They do, bro.
Yeah.
Fulham are decent, man.
Ipswich versus Bournemouth.
Bournemouth.
Bournemouth going to smash them, hopefully. I'll go.
Track the boys 1-0.
I'll go 1-0 Bournemouth.
Did anyone see the Brighton game this morning?
No, I haven't. Why? What happened?
Watch the goal. Watch Brighton's goal. Watch João Pedro's flick, man, for the goal. His assist is like
he's
ball comes in, man, and he just flicks it, and then I forget the midfielder. I'm not even gonna try and guess his name. He like hit it with his left foot into decent goal, but the flick on, man, was just like he just knew he was there. Just great.
He's a great player, that Pedro.
Pedro, yeah, man.
Yeah, Pedro. He's
I was watching him. Oh, that's right. Yeah, no, don't. I won't go on a rant mid prediction.
Where'd you go with the score, Joey?
For Bournemouth 2-0.
All right, Leicester versus Brighton.
Oh, look at it. He's next. He's gonna take his shirt off after this.
Bro,
He keeps stripping.
Fucking hot in here, eh?
We live in Australia, so you can imagine how hot it gets. You know what I mean? So
It's the 3 lads strip show.
I need to open this window quick, smart. So I need to get these in.
Yeah, let's go in.
Leicester versus Brighton.
Brighton 2-1.
I know you're picking Sol. I don't have to worry about it.
The rude awakening.
Yeah. He's
3-1 rude.
3-1 rude. Oh, do you know what? Honestly, 2-1 for the rude boys. I think you got the wrong manager appointment, in my opinion. But okay, look, it's your own. Amorim ball, wheel, whatever.
Probably another big game of the week. Tottenham versus Chelsea.
Ooh.
And yeah, Nick, Leicester, Brighton, whenever you can. Leicester, Brighton, Tottenham, Chelsea.
Chelsea 2-1.
Yeah, for a 1-1, eh? Actually, 2-2. I'll go 2-2.
Do you know what? I'm going to call it 3-3. I don't know. I can see it happening maybe. Like it looks like a 3-3 game. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen something online that people are calling Tottenham Robin Hood, stealing from the rich, like giving to the poor.
But bro,
except they never do nothing against us, right?
Yeah.
Bro, well, that's what I'm about to say. It's not even that they beat big teams.
Honestly, you think the last time they beat us in the league was 2017, bro?
No, last time they beat us was last season, wasn't it?
Brighton 2. Nick, if you...
That
controversy. Yeah, the controversy. Remember, we had emergency streams and everything.
That's right. You just got to accept goals, mate. Sometimes, you know, mate, you just got to get over it, mate. Can't always be hanging on to referee decisions, mate.
Yeah, 3-3. 3-3 has to be a 3-3 game. He put 3-2 for the Brighton prediction. I don't know if you got that, Sol.
He's up next.
Okay, last one. West Ham versus Wolves. West Ham going terrible, man.
He's going to get
Wolves.
100%.
So Wolves.
Wolves are up and down. They lost. They won like 2 weeks ago, and they got slapped.
It's a ball draw. It's a draw ball. It's a ball draw. It's a 2-2.
2-2.
It's a 2-2. Yeah, Nick agrees with you there. 2-2. You know what? I think Dingo's going to win, and then West Ham are going to sack their manager. So I'll go 1-0. Yeah, 1-0 to
Wolves.
Yeah, to Wolves. Yeah.
I'll go 2-1 West Ham.
I like West Ham or whatever, but yeah, their manager's shit this season. But what is it?
He just tried to, but Lopetegui. To be honest, I don't know. I've seen him manage a couple clubs, and none of them have done well. I don't know why he's got a reputation. I don't know what he'd done before. He might have done something I'm not aware of. Maybe.
What he did was
coach, wasn't
he was coaching Wolves. No, he coached Wolves from memory, and got him because they were in relegation, I think, and then he got him out of relegation, and they were actually playing well and like got to like I think it was like even like 11th or 10th or something bush like that.
How funny would it be if Wolves got him sacked?
Well, that would be very sweet irony. You know what I mean? Imagine that.
14th, yeah.
Like Gary O'Neill as well.
Bad.
Yeah, West. Yeah, look, they got rid of David Moyes for this reason, and look, you know what I mean? At least David Moyes kept it sustainable.
David Moyes, you know, he's going to keep you mid-table, you know that comfortably.
He'll keep you mid-table. He might give you a mad cup run.
Table as well.
Yeah. He'll get to the semi or something.
Yeah, he'll give you a good cup run, and then you know you might do something in the league, like you said.
Might get Europa. Might get Europa.
Well, to be fair, he did consistently got Europe with West Ham. Besides buying one season, yeah.
Didn't he win it? He won it. He won it.
Well, that's what I mean.
West Ham's first international trophy. Yeah,
bro. That's what I mean. That's what I mean. Like, so he's got it. He's got it in him. He's doing better than what Lopetegui has on offer. So yeah.
All right, let's hit these playoffs, boys. We got games.
We still got some big games coming in, lads. Mm-hmm. Oh, look, it's been a good show. We've been a good show, but look, if you're into EA, come check us out. Like Sol said, we're doing some playoffs. Trying to get some big ranked wins in there. So if you're into that, come check us out. If not, appreciate it as always. Make sure you like and subscribe. You know how YouTube works. We'll see you next week.
Gonna open this window, man.
Yeah, Sol's about to pass out from heat exhaustion. So yeah, we got to go before he does that. Anyway, lads, it's been great. I've been your host, Does Most. Joined by my two co-hosts, Joe 6 times, Red Devil Soul. Peace in the Middle East. Let's go.